Of course, as an Australian, I keep looking for kangaroos. Haven't seen one yet, but you never know. If anyone does see a kangaroo, I
він
need you
з
to
Австралії, де й
Crikey,
дивиться.
look at that. So I know to take a
А
look
в
as well.
Австралії дійсно так їдеш, і в Австралії, я пам'ятаю, ми проїжджали, і кінгуру вибігали, це правда.
So horses are raised here and kept with their mothers for their first 6 months of their lives. They are then weaned and start to begin to live the life
6
of a
місяців,
racehorse.
коротше, коли
You'll see the fenced
коні,
enclosures. Some of
коротше,
them have
маленькі
two fences.
остаються.
This is to separate these stallions. The stallions get a little competitive
Ну
and
ось так.
sometimes bite each other on the neck. So they try to keep them separated.
Катайтесь,
Also,
дивіться.
if you look really carefully in the middle of the
Це ми
fields, you
їдемо
may
зараз
notice
поки
some
по селах.
small cement structures. These are actually horse water fountains, so horses can get a drink while they're out there in the middle of the field. And a little further up the track on the right-hand side, you'll
Да, цей
notice a
штат
large
дуже
round
славиться
structure like a barn.
конями.
This actually has no supports, but has a soft dirt floor, so that horses can be exercised even in bad weather.
Ну, все таке мальовниче в'ю. Бачите, да? Мальовниче.
And Smith belongs to the museum.
Приближаємося до
First car we'll come
Мелни.
across is a tank car. So this was used for transporting liquids all over the nation. The car is actually in good structural shape and still contains its tank behind the skin. Next up we have a baggage car. And then up from the baggage car we have a Kentucky Utilities steam crane that was donated by Kentucky Utilities. And then next up from the steam train we have a dynamometer car. This was built in 1916 and was put behind steam locomotives to measure their power and performance.
Сорі, тут трошки емочки на голова. Ну, Ема, ти окей, все нормально. Можеш сидіти, я вище підняла. Сигнали, що приближається.
So there's that familiar horn signal then, letting you know that we're coming into a railroad crossing, level crossing. So now we're at Milner, so M-I-L-N-E-R, Milner, Kentucky. There actually used to be a train station here on the left between the track and the road. And here passengers could board for travel to Lexington, Louisville and all points beyond. Because of course in 1891 there were no cars, trucks or interstate highways, so the train was the best way to travel. Trains not only carried passengers, but they also picked up and dropped off mail as well. So mail was picked up, sorted on the train, and then dropped off at the correct station for delivery. So we almost say
І
that the
пошту
railway was
розвозили
this
тут,
UPS of
коротше,
its day.
поїздом.
Milner also had a hemp mill, so hemp was grown in the fields nearby here and was harvested for its fibres. The fibres were separated by the mill and then woven into high quality rope. That rope was shipped to Europe and was used during World War I. Both the train station and the hemp mill are long gone. The Milner is just a nice quiet residential area.
Да, тут є і великі, багаті, по мільйону будинки стоять.
Off to our right-hand side is the Life Adventure Centre. This is a 575-acre non-profit organisation recreational farm. Here they teach equestrian skills to give direction to disadvantaged children.
коні пасуться. Все для конів зроблено, щоб бігали, бачите, проганяють їх там через такі плоти. Ну, ось така вам трошки поїздка.
They have a 40-foot climbing wall, zip lines, canoeing, camping, summer camps, and
Це поля цих гарбузів проїжджаємо, тут вони зупиняються. Розказували про це, я зробила паузу в цьому 10-му місяці. І, коротше, забирають. Ну, далі ще розкажу пізніше. Зараз щось ми зверху. Да, дуже зелений штат.
another local identity from a little more recent history is John Conley. He's an American country music singer who was born here in Woodford County in 1946. He was raised on a tobacco farm not far from this location, but moved to Nashville in 1971 in pursuit of a musical career. He charted for the first time in 1978 with a song called Rose-Colored Glasses, which was a number 5 hit on the Hot Country Songs chart. And I believe he's actually still touring to this day.
Ну що, наближаємося до, я поняла, Великого моста. Коротше, через джунглі дорога проложена. Ну гарно, зелено. Да, тут трошки вже скоріше. Ось така структура дуже часто зустрічається.
So here you can see an example of the cups. So you can see the rock walls on either side of the train. So this is what they used to blast through to make room for the trains in the train track. So we're getting close to the Kentucky River at this point. So for those of you that want to get out and take a look around, one of the first things you'll see out there is the young high trestle. This was a marvel of its time in 1889 when it was built. The trestle was named after Colonel Bennett Henderson Young, a Confederate involved in several Civil War raids. After the war, though, he developed this line and actually went on to become the president of the Louisville Southern Railway. The trestle itself is 1,659 feet long, stands 283 feet above the low water mark of the Kentucky River, and has a 551-foot long cantilever span. And I hope you remember all those numbers because there might be a quiz afterwards. But believe it or not, the young high trestle has never been strengthened, modified or reconstructed since it was built in 1880.